it.
Time
That's my
in.
prediction.
0-0-2.
I'm very confident in that one.
Mari Humberg playing big on the left side for the opening point.
Maybe a little too big. That last one probably should have left it for
0-0-1.
Meghan, but we'll see Mari on the left pretty much all the way, unless they get in trouble. I've only seen them switch back to stop a run. Usually see Tyra on the left, although they'll play Parris on the left.
Second serve.
Mari Humberg with an equipment timeout. Looked like she just needed some water. She was kind of coughing out there, but the only difference between these two teams is basically the experience of playing with one another. Tyra Black and Parris Todd have 36 wins and 13 losses on the PPA Tour, whereas Mari Humberg and Meghan Dizon have 5 wins and 3 losses. I like that shot from Meghan Dizon, sneaking behind Tyra Black. You got to be careful not playing the middle against the duo of Todd and Black, because Tyra does so much with that forehand volley.
Point.
All right, so
correction. Second serve.
A fast challenge, a scoreless game, and a
great tournament this
After
time.
Review,
2
the outcall
bronze
is
medal
overturned.
matches.
The ball was in.
It was overturned.
No free challenge remaining.
Okay.
1 free challenge remaining. We will resume play at 1-0-1.
All right, so that was the outcome of the first scored point of this bronze medal match.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Ball came back so quick that Dizon and Humberg didn't even get a look at that ball.
Yeah, there's the Tyra Black cut forehand she likes so much.
Point.
Just sets her up for, she's not necessarily looking for a winner there, even though that was
0-1-1.
the outcome. She's looking for more space to hit to get her opponents out of position and create chaos. Nice sneaky attack there out of the air from Parris Todd. That ball stays in, and that creates the first point for Todd and Black.
And here we see Todd and Black playing straight up.
Second serve. 1-1-2. Side out. 1-1-1.
I'm ahead by 2 here.
3-1-1. Point.
Some great playing, a nice mixture of shots from both Dizon and Humberg, not giving a lot of rhythm to Todd and Black. And Todd wanted the switch, but she had to call a stay because that serve from
over Tyra Black and Parris Todd. Michelle, I think something to keep an eye on here is the stacking situation between Todd and Black. And they do unstack here.
Ooh, I love that attack from Dizon. I love that attack crossbody to Dizon.
6-1-1.
Tyra moving a little early, catching her in her left hip.
Second serve.
Nice stop there.
Now, Dizon this week has been firing it from off the bounce, off the forehand over there. Sometimes from a couple of feet behind the
6-1-2.
I'll tell you why I like that shot after this point. There it is again.
Point.
The reason why I like that ball going forward into the hip and to the forehand side is because if the person on the left side
7-1-2.
does retrieve it, it kind of pops up and it could either go to Mari Humberg's forehand or Dizon's backhand. So I like that for the combination.
Point.
And if you could really get the hip and not bring it up to the chest, you're in a good position.
8-1-2.
And Dizon's been able to show that she's able to target that hip, which makes it really tough for her opponents to do anything off of. Nice playing from Parris Todd. Stop the bleeding here in game 1. A 7-point lead for Dizon and Humberg.
They're going to keep Tyra on the right. Not a big fan of that.
Parris Todd coming in hot. And they're able to clinch a point there off of this side out. Very important one. If they're going to try to take this game 1, they have to battle right here.
2-1.
Back to straight up with Tyra on the left.
Yeah, Dizon is
Second
there. That speed up was not, did you see how that speed up did not come to the hip? The speed up came up high, and that's why it was unsuccessful. Speed ups are great, but you just got to be careful that the height
Please be
and
seated.
the accuracy is on point.
Tyra went to the two-hander.
Here we go.
Appropriate for a speed up.
2-2.
Didn't get a lot on it, though.
One of my, I'm going to say this about Parris Todd. She sets herself up off of her drive. Her drive is
3-2.
very effective. It's super strong.
Yeah, especially off the backhand. She really likes to drive it off the backhand.
Really tough to handle. Reset. Defense, you know it's coming from Tyra Black. The ball is called long, and I smell a challenge.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge to the out call.
It all
After
depends
review,
on
the
your
out call
opponent.
stands.
All right, so the out call stands, but you're right.
It's
It's just
technical warning.
what they're looking
One
for.
for challenge. We'll resume play at 8-3-1. Time in. 8-3-1. Point.
Vinny Brasha, the man of Orange County, makes an appearance here on Grandstand Court. Father of the lovely Mary and Maggie Brasha sisters. He has been a huge part of this tournament and just pickleball in general over at Los Cab. Off the net and in for Meghan Dizon now.
Game point.
That puts us at a game point, a demanding game point here.
10-3-1.
And there it is
Point
with
game.
Humberg
Timeout
on our
changes.
backhand side going down the line.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I've got quick hands.
I'm Deckel Barr, and I like to hit hard.
I'm Anna Bright, and I like to speed it up.
I'm Colin Johns, and I have fast reflexes.
You might want these.
You know what? You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these. Actually, no, these are mine. Go get your own.
Black on the left in
Game
game
2,
one.
time in.
With Parris on the left, they lost
I'll recall.
8-1. With Tyra on the left, they were down only 3-2. So, I mean, it's only one game, but that's what I've seen all week.
Game 2.
They have to take
time in.
advantage of that
0-0-2.
stat, and when they're on service possession, at least stack on the service possession. Lob stays in. Off the bounce. Yes.
Point.
But it looks like Todd and Black will not stack after that first point.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think Parris Todd's a better right side player overall. I think Tyra Black's a better left side player overall, and then together especially. Yeah, Parris Todd taking control. Nice play there. Did her own shake and bake.
That's what I was saying. She's so good at that.
2-0-2.
She is so strong at that. I would return it, Tyra. And there's the return, but it is missed wide. Some pressure happening here in game 2, this time on the side of Black and Todd.
3-0-2.
Here we see Parris Todd again taking the third, even though it was well over onto Tyra's side. But an early 3-0 lead for Black and Todd.
0-3-1.
We've had 2 prior matches. They both go to game 3. Maybe we'll see another game 3 here.
Oh, played an out ball. Each side playing a potential out ball. And it goes over to the side of Dizon and Humberg, scoring their first point of game 2
1-3-1.
with some wild action.
Good serve from Dizon.
Oh, reset and successful
Second
there.
serve.
That is the shot to play, though.
1-3-2. Set out. 3-1-1.
There's that
Nice.
Tyra Black forehand that I really like.
Yeah, I mean, this team of Black and Todd have the best
4-1-1.
third drives. It creates a lot of pressure. Off the bounce, attack. Dizon is there, but overhits the forehand
Timeout
volley.
receivers, 5-1-1.
And a demanding lead here in game 2.
Love this place. One of their favorite places on the tour.
Off the bounce again on the backhand side, this time countered by Humberg.
Second serve.
And it looks like that's the play that both Todd and Black have been looking for, is just try to create something off the bounce on that backhand side.
It was a good counter there by Humberg, too. Also hit kind of cross court, giving herself maximum court length
Here we go.
to do it.
5-1-2.
I think if it had been down the middle, it probably would have been long.
Point. Referee timeout. We have a challenge to the out call. After review, the out call stands. The ball was out. Loss of challenge. No free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll proceed to play with 6-1-2. Time in. 6-1-2.
Oh,
Point.
nice pressure from Black and Todd with the third and
7-1-2.
fifth shot drive.
Set out.
I like that hip, the forehand hip. It's a tough shot to attack, and it's a tough shot to create a reset on. It's not a particular place you could go to with that.
Point.
Todd going back to the
2-7-1.
line, but Black seems to be a little frustrated here.
Second serve. 2-7-2.
Again, we have just a little hint of wind, Michelle. I wondered if it slowed up that third shot of Humberg's there. Good power there from Humberg.
I like Dizon staying aggressive on the right opportunities.
Yeah, Dizon has been playing well all week. She's done a very, very good job of mixing in defense and some opportunistic offense.
3-7-2.
I like it. Off-pace speed-ups.
Oh, Dizon had a good rip at it. Just happened to be, she's kind of 2 feet or so behind the kitchen line. Needed to raise her aiming point.
7-3-1.
You can see the frustration as that's her second miss on that forehand side.
Point.
Hey, we have to have our argument there. That's again the worst shot in pickleball. Worst shot in pro pickleball. The drop ball.
8-3-1.
I know you like it sometimes. Parris Todd firing.
Yeah. Again, Dizon not being able to handle when the ball is sped up right now. She's just a little off on her timing. Just a little.
9-3-1.
She's playing well, but it's just a couple times off the speed ups. Oh yeah, Mari Humberg coming in with the setup from Dizon. And what I liked about Dizon there is in the midpoint, instead of trying to counter, she reset the ball. And I think that's what she needs to do whenever she sees a speed up coming her way, is just settle back into the point.
Set up.
And here we are with crucial time for Humberg and Dizon, down by 6. They need to get moving here. Need to make some plays.
Oh, that's a sneaky step in there by Tyra Black.
You don't often see that shot where the woman comes over across the line, takes over. You see that from Anna Lee. The flick does not work this time from Humberg, as Parris Todd is all over it with the forehand. She's able to put that one down.
That one was probably a little too low for the flick, caused her to hit it up.
9-3-1. Point. Game point.
Gets us to our first game point here in game 2.
10-3-1.
Slice serve, Black.
Second serve.
A little high on the third. I like that Dizon decided to stay there to maintain position off of
10-3-2.
a very strong serve from Black. Yeah, this time Dizon able to handle that forehand side from Tyra Black on the speed up off of the bounce. She didn't overhit it there. That's what the adjustment she needed to make. And is it a little too late?
3-10-1.
Nice plays in the firefight there from Black and Todd, both. Wow.
Side out.
Couple of good backhands there.
Yeah.
One from Black and one from Todd. Put it away.
Dizon was trying to bail herself out by going cross court, but that left an opening for Todd to pass Mari
10-3-1.
Humberg as she was covering middle. Great play there for game point. And there it is. This is the
Timeout
third
changing.
game on grandstand court that's going to the third game. It's not just the
Game
medal,
3, time
it's an
in.
advancement in the
0-0-2.
rankings.
Point.
Going back to the game plan from Humberg and Dizon, targeting the dink off
1-0-2.
Tyra Black. Yeah, really good from Tyra
Set
Black,
up.
covering that middle, taking the forehand and creating. That's her specialty.
Zero, 1-1. I'll recall.
Looks like a B has decided to bother Parris Todd for a moment.
0-1-1.
Oh, was Dizon, the question is, was Dizon established outside of the kitchen? No, she was not. Her 2 points of established was not.
I thought the ball was out too. Reversal.
After review, the rally's overturned. There was a foot fault.
Yes.
1 free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We will resume
Yeah, a
play
great
at
challenge there
point
because the
1-1-1.
refs weren't able to catch that fault, but Todd and Black did, and so that puts us at 1-1
Time in.
in game 3. Wow,
1-1-1.
some crazy business happening here on grandstand.
Second serve.
Todd going to kind of the cut serve to try to keep Dizon from being able to unstack.
1-1-2. Point. Two, 1-2.
Nice
Point.
drop there from Parris Todd, forcing the error off of Dizon. It's you want to be aggressive when you're at the
3-1-2.
net and your opponents have not come up yet, but sometimes they hit so good that you have to allow the bounce and play there. In. There it is.
Wow. What a point. Oh, that is long.
Beautiful, beautiful defensive point from Todd and Black, as they must have got, I want to say at least like 12 balls back. That shouldn't have come back. Amazing, amazing play there. But finally, Humberg, Dizon get the service possession, and they need to
1-3-1.
work here as they're trailing by 2.
Second serve. One, 3-2.
A nice drive from Dizon there.
Point.
Great pressure as she notices Todd still coming up after the return of serve. Nothing too
2-3-2.
nothing too powerful, just the right placement. The speed up again from Dizon. The flick from Humberg,
Point.
splitting Todd and Black. Some great play here on grandstand, tying things up. I really wanted to see them catch up here at this time in the match.
3-3-2.
Keep the pressure on them.
Set up.
Humberg struggling a little bit with the resets. She's been playing so well, but that is just the one shot that she hasn't been really
3-3-1.
feeling. And that's usually her go-to.
Point.
Nice cover from Dizon, but that ball sails just a little wide. That puts Todd Black ahead by 1.
Four, 3-1. Point.
Nice put away there from Parris Todd.
So again, Mari coming over a little too much. She forced the forehand volley, exposing that line on the backhand side. And that's a play that we've seen a few times from Todd and Black. They've been creating that opportunity for themselves.
5-3-1.
And that puts them ahead here by 2 points. Drop volley. The speed up is out.
Second serve.
Parris Todd's going to challenge.
On the left versus Todd on the
After
left
review,
in
the
game
outcall
2.
stands, the ball was out.
Ball
Loss of
was
free
out.
challenge, no free challenge remaining.
As you
One
were,
free
Jen.
challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 5-3-2.
In game 2, Tyra on the left, they were 6-0. With Parris on the left, they won 5-3. So total to date, they're Parris and Tyra are ahead 8-3
Parris.
when Tyra's on the left. They're behind 6-11 when Parris is on the left. Quite a dramatic difference, showing that
Time
I think
in.
they should stick with Black on the
5-3-2.
left all the way.
Point.
One
Time
game
in.
2, and they're ahead here in game 3.
6-3-2.
They seem to be pushing the pace a little bit more, and that's been successful. There we see, again, Tyra Black was winding up on the forehand, and Parris stepped in front to take a backhand. Oh, what a shot.
Nice
Set up.
ball from Dizon on the forehand side, putting that one down, not overhitting. We saw in game 2 she was
3-6-1.
struggling with that a little bit, but she has made the adjustments. Nice
Point.
reset there from Dizon. I love seeing that. Love seeing that. That forces Tyra to try to attack again, and that time the ball was
4-6-1.
just a little below the net. Ooh, missed
Second
serve
serve.
from Humberg.
4-6-2.
Oh,
Point.
lucky or unlucky, depends on who you're rooting for. Again, Dizon with the crossbody attack going into Tyra Black's backhand because
5-6-2.
Tyra Black moves over, looking for the forehand. The reset again, not
Set
working
up.
for Humberg. I mentioned that a little earlier. She's been struggling with that shot specifically on the backhand, coming into the belly button.
1.
But a good run there, closing the gap after the end change. Nice work from Dizon,
Second serve.
resetting the point and taking control over it. after Black and Parris were coming in hot
6-5-2.
off of the third and fifth shots. Off the net, in. Reset unsuccessful for Dizon.
7-5-2.
Nice take from Todd, but not a good look, speeding things up off of the bounce on the backhand side.
It's another one of those where it's just off the bounce, not much there.
Yeah. This
5-7-1.
heavy lifetime ball makes you second guess some of your shots, especially the resets and the attacks. Whoa, Mari Humberg coming in hot on that forehand put away. I think that one tagged Tyra Black on the wrist or on the hand, but that one came in with force.
6-7-1.
Mari gave it the hand wave of sorry about that.
ATP.
Oh,
Great defensive play there from Tyra Black to keep them in the point.
the ATP was good. Tyra Black got it back. It was a good ATP, very hard,
6-7-2.
forceful shot.
Good follow-up from Black. Puts us at second serve.
Holy
Set
cow!
out.
Mari Humberg biting her paddle, knowing that she had the complete opportunity to finish that point.
Yeah, at 6-7-2, that'll be the one she's going to think about if they lose this third game.
7-6-1.
Would have been serving at 7-7-2.
Point.
And the frustration settles in, not only with Humberg, but Dizon. Another quick look at Humberg putting that paddle in her mouth.
Well, it is lunchtime. Not sure that paddle's very
Timeout
nutritious, though.
receivers, 8-6-1. Time in, 8-6-1.
Looking to close it out.
Yeah.
Second
Again, did you
serve.
see how far over Todd went to get that backhand third?
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
That's the plan with this team. They have to utilize
8-6-2.
Parris Todd's strengths.
But if you're going to do that, Tyra might as well come to the kitchen line and shake and bake. I don't get it. I mean, I'd rather have Tyra hit a forehand there.
Point.
But if you're going to have Todd hit the backhand, at least have Tyra come to the net off of it.
Tyra just observes a little bit. She doesn't expose
9-6-2.
things right away, and that's what makes her so sneaky, is that all of a sudden she takes advantage. So, ooh,
Side
just
out.
out and a side out.
Harris wondering, but it was definitely out.
Humberg is just a happy person.
Yeah, she's having a good time. no matter what
Loving
the
it.
score is.
Loving it.
6-9-1.
Down by 3. Time to work.
Yeah, big side out here.
Second serve. Six, 9-2.
Nice little combo
Side
play
out.
there from Parris Todd for the side out. 2 away from the bronze medal. It's anyone's game.
9-6-1.
Mari Humberg with the answer. Again, off of the speed up from
Second
Parris
serve.
Todd on the backhand side.
Well, that was a nice shot.
9-2.
Nice block volley. A little overcooked
out.
there. Ball sails long, and another opportunity for Dizon and Humberg. This is the time to do it. Opportunities are given. You have to take them. Got to really work for the point here. Quality of plays is going to be important.
6-1.
Smart play there. Take their time on this serve. I think they recognize this is a big side out.
Nice patience from Humberg. Instead of attacking, it's just so great to see the patience from Humberg.
7-9-1.
The high shot, but Mari Humberg worked for it. Mari also took her time with the points. She took her time on that particular time and within the points. Some composure building. But that's the impatience that has not led them to success. So maybe they need to take their time again.
8-9-2. Side out. Nine, 8-1.
Tyra Black coming up big there at a key moment.
Match point. No.
Mari needs a timeout. She's going to
Free
take it.
challenge timeout. Receivers.
They're going to use the free challenge.
10,
So
8,
instead of
1,
taking the full
45
minute, they
seconds.
take the 40. Can
10,
he
8,
come
1.
out and change things around? Game point here.
Match point.
Match point.
Match point number 1. Nice defense again. Ooh, that was close.
That was
Second
close, but
serve.
Humberg getting one stop. They need 2.
Match point number 2.
Match point. 10-8-2.
That's on.
Might as well
Point game
challenge. They might as well challenge, but they're not going to. And the match, or are they challenging?
Timeout. We have a challenge to the out
Yes.
call. After review, the out call stands. Game match.
Congratulations, Parris Todd, Tyra Black, for
Good.
performing so well. Again, anyone's match.
Good hard-fought match. Good game 3. But that'll do it. We'll come back shortly with men's doubles. We've got